Hi Capricorn, welcome to your week ahead Taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, these are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. Check them out for all three so that you know which part of you I resonate with most as a reader. With that said, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your key to the week this week, you have so your jumping card is the Fool card. Are you ready for a reset? Are you ready to start again? Whatever is new and different and brings you into alignment of new things, new places, new people, new energies is what you need to embrace this week. And remember the Fool card, this shows up in the position of your key to the week. So it's kind of like new things, new places, new people, new energies, and potentially a complete shift of your current reality is what's breaking through for you this week in some way, shape or form. So for your actions and options, you've got the Four of Pentacles. So this is maybe like a new established way of working for a select few of you. This might even be a new idea of what it means to be self-sufficient, right? The King of Pentacles, the Fool card with the Four of Pentacles is giving me, like, especially because this is in the position of your actions and options. So it's like there's some kind of new level of self-reliance or self-dependence that's showing up. And for a lot of you, this might be something that you are deciding to do on a financial or a material level in terms of the options that are available to you this week. The Four of Pentacles is really about you getting serious about the numbers, the facts, the figures, right? Crossing your T's and dotting your I's. It's also a chance for you to see where maybe you need to break out of a rut, potentially on a material level, but especially in terms of a self-sufficiency level. And you know, it's weird to have to say that to Capricorn energy because you guys really are very self-sufficient. Like Capricorns don't need anything or anyone. They've usually got it all sewn up, right? But this is you reaching a new level, or maybe you're really looking at what that actually means, right? Sometimes working smarter instead of harder is actually learning to outsource and collaborate. For your communications and conversations, you've got the Hanged Man. Now, this week, there might be something that you feel like you need to divulge or something that you need to get off your chest, something that you need to share. Maybe in the work sphere. For a lot of you, I think this will be in the context of relationships, just a feeling that I have. And that Hanged Man is saying wait, right? The Four of Pentacles is a very, I would say not a stuck energy, but it can be a very stagnant energy. The Hanged Man is a wait card. And so this week, whatever conversations you feel like you want to initiate, wait for the other person, wait for the other party, wait for someone to incite the conversation first and then respond. Rather than you being the person to start it, you have to wait, listen, right? Or as we had this campaign here in the UK when I was little for crossing the road, and it was stop, look and listen, right? Well, stop and listen is what I'm going to say to you, all right? Especially in the career, but also especially in the love life. Now, for those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, this is going to be a moment of breakthrough. It's going to be a moment at which everything that you've been learning, everything that you've been studying sort of starts to really make sense in some regard. So this sees you kind of saying, okay, now I understand it. Now I'm clear on it. Like now, not even clear on it, but it's like now you really understand it at a deeper level. And it's like the subject material that you've been, you know, trying to cram into your brain all of this time finally starts to make sense. When it comes to your, those of you that are employed by somebody else, this week, I think you're getting a little glimpse behind the scenes at the way that an operation is run. And then you get to really decide whether it's for you or not. All right. Like this is where you kind of just sit back, just wait for things to be revealed to you. All right. Before you make any decisions, before you, offer up any information or whatever. Now, when it comes to those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, I mean, remember, the Hanged Man can be about martyrdom, right? And so where is it that maybe you've been undercharging? Where is it that maybe you've been giving way more than you've been getting in terms of your business? Maybe you've given away too many free sessions. Maybe you've been too self-sacrificing. Maybe you're just giving too much in general. And I had a friend say to me, so if you've been with me long enough, you know that whenever I put on a course or a webinar or whatever, I absolutely cram them full, because I always want people to get their money's worth. And she said to me, by doing that, you're not actually serving anybody in the best way that you can, because they can't digest all of the information. And I was like, oh my gosh. So after that, I learned to kind of scale it back a little bit, and this might possibly be the case for you this week. Now, if you are retired and no longer working, when it comes to familial ties and or even vocational stuff, your pursuits are going to be decidedly spiritual this week, and some of them, some of the avenues that you end up taking might open up for you, almost, like I would say synchronistically. When it comes to your love and relations, you've literally got the Lovers card. So if you are single and ready and looking to mingle, this is new love, new connection, new relationship partners that come in for you. You have options. Right? This with the Hanged Man and the in the communications, I will say be careful, because you have, this could be you could be so enamored with somebody that you kind of overlook some of their some of the traits that need work. All right, it's not to say that they're red flags, but there might be some stuff about them that you kind of overlook. Maybe their financial situation, maybe the way that they are in general around resources or around partying or whatever. They could be really good for you in the here and now. They could be a lot of fun. In the long term, though, you might need to consider what's kind of going on. When it comes to your, oh God, come on, brain. For those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, before you open your mouth, Capricorn, you guys know I love you dearly. Shut up, all right? Shut your mouth. Just sit still. Listen to what your partner has to say to you before you launch into any tirade, whether you do or do not know better. Be quiet. Listen to what's said to you. Wait to hear it. Digest the information and then make your decision. All right? You might be pleasantly surprised if you just wait. When it comes to your money and materials, you've got the Seven of Wands. So there's some kind of potentially a dispute here around resources and money. The other thing with the Seven of Wands, especially when it comes to resources, and look, right, they say don't mix business with pleasure. This week, money and relationships could be a little bit of a sticky point. And this is why I say, if there are conversations that need to be had, if there are conversations that are being had around money, finances, and resources, I'm not saying don't hold to your viewpoint. The Seven of Wands says hold to your viewpoint. What I am saying is wait, listen, right? Hear the other person out before, because you might have something backwards. You might not have all of the information. There might be something else that they need to share with you. And then when it comes to your physical health and vitality, this is your immune system. Obviously, I'm not a doctor, I can't give you medical advice. This is not a diagnosis, but this week, really do what you can to support your immune system, right? Make sure you're getting your rest. Make sure you're getting your water. Make sure you're feeding yourself well. Make sure that you're getting your supplements, ones that actually work, ones that, actually do what they say on the tin, which is very few, right? A lot of them are basically just expensive as we know. But yeah, if you're going to do that supplement game, do it properly. And then finally, when it comes to your home and environment, this is quite possibly you needing to defend the home in some regard from an outside, it's not like an attacker or something like that, but it might be like your space or your boundaries are getting sort of pushed. It may even be that maybe your partner invites somebody to the house and you're like, the fuck will I let that person in my home? Right? So if you want to get your personal session, You can book you can book that in the link in the description box below. I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Take care, and I'll see you soon.